Yeah, so Wayne's lighting the wood stove because I've got lots of plums to preserve today, and the wood stove's the way to go. That's why he built it out here for me, so the kitchen doesn't get hot and I can still do preserving on a warm day. So got our fire going, which is great, and soon that big pot will be on the stove boiling away. I've got some ginger tea too to boil up as well, and I'll jar some of that up too. I'll show you. And there goes the fire. Here's where I hang all my utensils up there. It's a great wood stove, this really gets things hot, not wasting gas.
And we've got plenty of sticks.
Yeah.
I planted a lot of trees down here when we first come here, and now I wish I planted more deciduous trees actually, but it's handy just to be able to walk out and get sticks and light the fire.
Yeah, we got sticks
You
everywhere.
don't have to split kindling.
No.
Just go and pick up a handful of fine stuff and away it goes.
Away it goes, that's it. All right, I'll see you soon boiling the plums, guys. Bye.
There she blows. She's drawing well. There she goes. Doesn't take long to heat this little stove up, it's good.
So here you can see the plums boiling away. Wayne lit the stove and it's really hot now, and these are just plums straight off our tree. I love to cook out here because it doesn't heat up. It's a warm day today. It doesn't heat up my kitchen, and I can see the view from outside, which is gorgeous. And you know, you just don't heat up the kitchen. You don't get the smells through the kitchen. You don't get the flies inside. So this is why Wayne and I built this. We've always loved to cook outside anyway, so this is where I cook nearly all our meals, out here. But the majority of the time I'm out here. Wayne will know where I am if he can't find me. So there we go, there's the plums, and I will bottle a lot of these up. But first off, I actually, I'm trying not to get the steam in the camera. Also got here too some ginger tea cooking, because Wayne and I love ginger tea. It's so good for our bodies at our age. And I always have the kettle on, so that's good. A cup of tea in a minute. And I use the plum juice for Wayne and I to drink, just watered down with water, and that's a blood cleanser. So that's why I love plums. They're such good blood cleansers when you need them, especially in winter time. They're great. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm back and I'm going to show you, I've changed my mind. I'm going to do it a bit different way. So I've sterilised the ball jars. You can do this in just normal pasta jars too. I've done plenty, just that I bought a whole heap of ball jars way back in 2017, and they were cheap as chips. Now they're not. So I suggest that I've said it before, you can put them in your own jars, just that you've saved, as long as the lids are good and they'll seal again. Just sterilise them. These have just been sterilised. I've heated them up, so I'm ready to go. And I'm actually leaving, this is the first time I've done this, I'm actually leaving the pips in that go in the jar, and when they're cool and when they've been stored and I want to take them out, yeah, because I'm just not going to, I haven't got time today, so that doesn't matter. You know, I've done heaps over the years, you know, be about 35 years I've preserved things, heaps over the years that I've just put plums in whole and I keep the juice. This is a different way of doing it, but if you've got heaps of plums, this is an easy way of doing it too. So, and I've got this handy little thing as we see, it's great to use. Put it into the warm jars. A lot of the pips have sunk to the bottom, so I don't have to worry. Just go up to that, you know, line there just before the first line of the screw top. This has got organic sugar in it, which I bought way back too in 2019. I've got bags and bags of it, but if you just can't afford organic, just use brown raw sugar. I don't suggest using honey in your jars. They can ferment still, and I don't do that. But I only put a cup in the whole thing, that's enough. But that juice, see, I'll strain the juice off, and Wayne and I can drink that throughout the day too, as a cordial, which would be nice. Okay, it won't be long. But you know, plums are so good, like I said before, for blood cleansing. They're great for your bowels. They're great for, constipation, all those kind of things. And for anemic people too, because you've got all that red nutrients there, the iron in them that doesn't get wrecked when you're canning, preserving, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, here we go. Put a little bit more in here. For all you ladies and gentlemen that do your own, you know why I'm doing this. That one there does a little bit more. Sometimes you slip in too much, but that's perfect. Okay, so I've got enough left in there, which is about that much, to now make my Asian plum sauce, which I will take the pips out of that. Okay, so all the pips are mainly down the bottom. This will hardly have any pips in it. I've heated up my lids. I can't find my little lid magnet, but you guys don't mind, so I'm doing it like this. Clean, sterilised. Before I do, I've got the vinegar. Go around the top, just to make sure that any, juice hasn't gone there and it can go mouldy. So I'll wipe all these 6. See, that's 6 jars. That's 12 breakfasts here for Wayne and I, with my homemade yogurt or quark or kefir and some homemade granola. Wayne loves it, and it's good for him. So I'll wipe that around, and we're done. Bingo. Now the lids, they're nice and warm. Pop the lids on. As I say, I usually have my magnet, but I looked for 10 minutes. I couldn't find it. I'll probably find it in an hour's time once I've done this. Okay, that's on. And these will only take 10 minutes on the stove. I won't show you that, but I'll bring them back and show you once I've just done them 10, because that was boiling 5 minutes ago. It's been boiling for all that time. I do things a little bit different to a lot of people, except for my meats. I mainly do like most people. That's a different story, but fruits are easy. And we just screw those lids on. They'll go in another pot now, and I'll have a tea towel on the bottom, a little cake tray on the bottom of that, and then you can just put it on the tea towel too. You don't have to have these great ball or pressure canners or the rest. If you haven't got much money, which a lot of people don't have, you can just put a tea towel in an $18 Kmart boiler, and that's how the European ladies do it. I watch them, and I'm fascinated how they do so much over in Europe, and they've just been passed down from grandmother to mother to daughter through the centuries. Now this one doesn't want to go on. And as I said, these are ball. If you can't afford ball, just save your pasta jars. Before 2017 was it, I think, I didn't have much money, so I used to just preserve I've got Fowler's jars, but I used to just preserve in any jars I save, so long as sometimes I buy new lids, so I know they'll seal and they'll last. They're fine, in my opinion. So I just tighten them up a little bit. They're fine. They're ready to go back on the wood stove. They'll boil. I'll get them to boiling, and then they'll boil, for 10 minutes. Take them out. That's it. Hope you enjoyed that. That's just plums for Wayne and I for breakfast, and the rest will be a plum sauce, which most of you probably already have a good plum sauce recipe. But here in Australia, it's plum time, so you've got to think of lots of ideas. Plum pie, preserving some. I'll do a whole lot more preserving of these over the next few days. We've got a whole lot more to pick tonight, but yeah, plum pie is really nice. That's what I might make soon. All right, goodbye. See you soon, guys.